Is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. A little slow in the draw here, but we'll get there. Oh my goodness. If if you watched on Saturday's stream, I was sad and crybabying about potential audio's good. The potential of another snowstorm that I was gonna have to deal with. I did, dude. So we were out Saturday plowing. And then we ended up having to go out Sunday because the second storm came through, dropped another 3 inches on us. And then I was actually out this morning because we were doing just some touch-ups and some extra things for, some people who needed our help, and we are there to serve. But yeah, 3 days in a row, I am beat. I am so beat. One thing that I'll talk to you about is, obviously I'm old. You know, you can see the gray. As you get older, you start hurting yourself on very simple things. I could hurt myself getting out of a chair. I can hurt myself getting in and out of a car, you know. I can unload a dishwasher and be like, my back. But when you actually do like physical, Jesus Christ, that was loud. When you actually do like physical laborish type stuff, you extra feel that. And I'm a mechanic. I have a physical job anyway. But when you haven't shoveled in a while, and then you do a bunch of it, whew, boy, we're going to sleep good tonight. I guarantee you that one. I may not be able to go to work tomorrow, not because I'm lazy or because I'm hurt, just because I'm sleeping so much, so deep. We're going to go to the shadow realm tonight. But anywho, we carry on. So I'm going to let this fool here do the running for me. I'm just going to tap buttons. We have spent the week working on our bases. Mainly my goal this week was to just kind of step back, take things a little easier, and shore up some details. You know, make sure that I had enough supplies for generators to keep the power on, make sure the filter machines were running good, and just take care of a couple issues that I wanted to deal with. And we actually did a little bit more. I'm going to go over that real quick. We changed to this. I used to have like a half wall with like a platform, and I really liked the way that looked, but I would hit the ceiling, especially when we take that big boy out right there. So we're trying this out to see how I like it. I do miss the raised platform, but it's not too bad. You got a nice little set of boxes over here now and stuff. If you remember Saturday, I changed this wall, and it ended up having a rock outcropping coming through, and I thought about leaving it just for the aesthetics, and then I was like, no. So we ended up just building this. Now, the funny thing is I'm telling you this now, and you might remember it, and if that's the case, you'll know that the reason that's there is because there's a rock outcropping. But for somebody who just walks in, they'll look at that and say, oh, that's a cool design concept. No idea, so kind of like that. Secrecy. We went ahead and started putting some furniture and some items out and kind of spruced the place up a little bit. Got a carpet, thank God, finally. We got our banner with our little walls. I don't know why I stick iron plates or metal plates on the wall, but it's pretty much the only thing I can do. These are like these little partition things, and this is the first set of chome furniture that I ever did. Everything else has been Atreides. I am on Atreides' side just because you have to pick one or the other. Spoiler alert. None of the houses are good. They'll screw all of you over. They'll screw you over any way, shape, or form as soon as they need to. My loyalty to the House Atreides ends the day the Fremen are an option to be on a team. I'm just saying, just letting everybody know. So, there we are. But yeah, we did some of those changes. We changed our box setting down here to go with bigger boxes versus the multiple small ones. Which, by the way, if we go here and go to storage, I don't get the warning anymore. Because I had so much storage units that it would tell me, hey, you're running out of space, but we don't get that anymore. So yay. I think I got some silicone blocks in here. Yes, I do. 30 volume I can hold. Ooh, can I hold 50? I can. God damn. Not by much, but I can. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to put that in the box here. Doing much better. We got down to about 1,500. Once you get your base set up and you're not really making machines or too much stuff anymore, you kind of don't need these. But as I'm making changes and switching things around, I am using quite a bit. I just want to have the extras. So there you go. Again, benches are the key to victory. You have to have benches and decorative boxes, apparently. But no changes down there beyond what I already talked about doing. I don't think I have anything in that machine. Yep, she's off. So this week, or tonight, I'm sorry. Oh, let's act like I meant to say that. This week was about preparations, making sure everything's good. Base has plenty of power. So now, tonight, we are going to prepare for another week out in the deep desert. After that hurting your back, transfer storage, vehicle storage. Yeah, I actually thought about making another one of these things just to leave there, because it does become an option. Huge box with 1,500 welding wire in it. That's advanced thinking, my friends. Because you get this is a vehicle transfer option, so you could just drop everything in there. Then, of course, I was thinking to myself, I had a lot of space for some of the silliness that we have here. But then I'll allocate yet another vehicle, which I may have to get rid of, change, do something. But anywho, oh my gosh, buddy, oh my gosh, dog. He just went outside, so we cleared the passageways about 10 minutes ago, and I guess there was just a little residue left in there. I got some. Dude, I feed you. I know what you eat. It doesn't. Oh my god. So anyway, he's an old dog. He's like 14. So if he wants to fart, he could go ahead and do it, and he lets him rip too. I just wish they didn't smell like that. It's like hot garbage. Sorry everyone. It's really bad. I just ate like a half hour ago. Anywho, okay, so in my storage container, we have this top row. This is literally just a row of extra stuff. I bring some extra plastinium, some extra silicone, and extra melange just in case I need it. I like my base to have options so that I can make slight changes if I need to, and these help with that. The salvage metal is just the initial thing I pull in order to get my console up, and then here, of course, is the copy of the base pattern. And then pretty much everything else is just the materials to make it work. So got a bunch of plastone, some granite for some ceiling pieces. Here's the generators up on the roof. And since I was thinking about making more water traps, I may have to do some more power generation, which means we'll need some more of this. So I may need way more than just that little bit extra that I carry. I like going out there with a big reserve of water. These So all of these I made at the same time, the ones that had the similar height on their health bar. These guys are the ones that I've used throughout time. And as they're getting to the point where they break, I don't want to keep using them because every time you use an item, it takes a little bit of damage. But this way, I'm only transferring like, once a week at the most, maybe twice a week. So this last little bit, I'm going to try to milk this for as much as I can. We might also go out there into deep desert, do some repairs. I don't want to yank them out and repair them here just because I don't want to. I don't think this is going to be enough. This is enough to power 2 generators for a week. So we'll see. But here's some regular fuel cells. This is definitely going to have to get upped if we make more units. And then all of this stuff is for the machinery out there. And this is a real life concept as well. I've always said you never really truly know how much stuff you own until you have to put it all in boxes when you move. And putting an entire deep desert base into the boxes. Yeah, I'm only at like, we'll say 9. So I'm just, barely over half, not too much over half. But, even though I have a bunch of space, I got some bodies, some equipment. It's amazing just how much volume really goes into doing this. That's bringing me to the first discussion topic as to whether or not, because in some of my latest videos where we're talking about this, some people brought up the fact that they don't bother with the deep desert base. It's just easier to transport. And honestly, it's a dealer's choice. Whatever works for you, works for you. Who am I to say? I'll do what I do, you do what you do. If you ask me why do I choose to make a base and then some weeks I don't, it totally, for me at least, depends on the quantity that I need to bring home. Let's say I just needed a few plastanium nuggets, maybe 100 or so, just because I'm building something. It would be easier to just load up the carrier, grab a buggy, fly them out there, go out with the buggy, get the materials, bring it back to Haga, refine it, build what I need to. Back in the day before you could bring a vehicle attached to a carrier, there was no question. Now, since you can load up a vehicle, and I did test this, I thought, you know what, let's see what happens. I think it was a buggy. It was either a buggy or a carrier, a crawler that I brought with, not full, but with a bunch in, and crossed over the line, and it kept it. No offense to Funcom, but I did half expected it not to be there. But it did fine. So there, you can, if you just need a little bit of something, just fly out there. You don't have to build a base. But if you're really looking to, like, I want to bring home 10K spice, I want to bring home 3,000 plastanium ingots, or I want to get as much items from the crash ships or the testing stations, the forbidden caves or whatever. If you're really looking for output, build a base out there. It's going to serve you so much better. And you can customize that to where if you're just going after spice, you don't really need ore refineries. You probably need a chemical factory, a chemical refinery, just because, it makes fuel cells, makes everything else. But, if it suits your needs to just, fly out and fly back, go for it. Being able to tow a vehicle really changed that. If they hadn't made that change and we were still operating where the carrier could only fly itself, I would totally tell you, you have to build a base out there. Because bringing this stuff back with a scout or an assault flopter, I mean, do it if you have to, if you're not at the point where you could build a base out in the deep desert. And, you don't have the supplies and materials. Once you do, though, it'll pay off. But yeah, really, it depends on what you want to get. How much of X do I want to produce, bring home, end up with? And if it's a bunch, build a base. If it's just a little, fly out and do it. A great example here was I wanted to get some of the plasteel plates to make some items and only needed a few. So I was like, you know what? Let me go on out there and we'll uh, we'll just fly out. And I flew out with my scout, went out, did what I had to do, came back, everything was fine. So I don't need a base for that. But let's say I wanted hundreds of plasteel plates. I'll build a base out there. So we need to make sure that we bring some extra filters because we are definitely going to build some extra equipment out there. This is what we are going to... I gotta move this because I keep hitting it. I know that sounds terrible for you guys, so there you go. Sorry. Here? No. Here? No. Here. We're gonna do some more of these. So I need duraluminum, silicone blocks, Servox, and spice melange. I know I have enough spice because I bring like 500 extra or something like that. Duraluminum, I probably need to get. Silicone blocks, I should probably get as well. And I do bring extra Servox, but I don't know how many. So I think we're going to bring a bunch of those. I'm expecting 2 more. I think I'm going to make... I usually run 4. I think I'm going to go with 6. So I need enough to build at least 2 of these. In the deep desert, everything's halved. So it says 240 duraluminum, but I only need 120. But I want to make 2 of them. So I need to bring an extra 250. Just round up for ease. 250 duraluminum. 250 silicone. We'll say 70 because that makes sense. And then spice I don't care about. So we're going to collect those, stuff them in that box, so that tomorrow we don't have to worry about it. So let's go ahead and we'll run down here and see if we have enough materials to do that and then be on our way, or if we got to make some stuff. I know the silicone blocks we're good on because we started making extra ones of those. So we're going to split this one directly in half. And we're going to pop this bad boy right down here. So that's good. Bring that over now. Since I knew I was doing this, that's why I was making silicone blocks. Just want to. And let's see if we got 250 duraluminum sitting in a box. Should be right here. We need duraluminum, folks. Oh, we were close there. I don't know if you saw the one. They're getting low. I have a ton of these, so that's good. I don't know how much jasmium I have up here. That's not bad. Right now, our water storage is already super full, so you know what? Let's go ahead, make 117. That's not a lot. But we might as well pop it in there. It's the jasmium crystals that did it. I've got a ton of these down in the monastery. That's what it was for. In fact, there's probably a ton of duraluminum down there too, so I don't really have to make it here. We might go down there tonight, fill up the assault, bring it back, and drop these in, see how many more of these we can make. We're going to go the wrong way. Let's just do this now. Oh, wait, before we do that. Yay, Atreides. But, I think it was this one? No. Yeah, it's this guy here. I want to get that 14,000 points because I don't have the House Alexan heavy armor swatch. And we have donated enough of these parts to be at 11.5. You get 13. So, unfortunately, I think we need to make, what, 2 more? 2 more would be 26. Yeah, we need 2 more. That is why I had to go out and get plasteel. And I don't think I have enough. Regis Jabal spit darts, right? Dooch. Alright, so these are plasteel composite gun parts. We actually have to go upstairs and make some of those because we don't have quite enough. on here. Let's go to, I think it's you? No, it's you. Why are you so low? You shouldn't be low. I know why. So up here in the hangar, because I come in and sometimes I'll come in and just want to drop off inventory and get right back out to doing what I was doing. I created this, which is a dump box. The circuit should have been different. I didn't think it was on one. Man. So it's the armor plating. I need the actual plates. That is unfortunate. So we're going to have to go get some of them. Because I simply don't have enough. I thought I did. I guess I wasn't getting the actual plates. I was getting the armor plates. If we really want to. I know in this room here. What you're putting down, it will tell you everything you need to carry with you. Yeah. I used that the first couple times I built it, this base, and that was actually really cool. But now that they made the carrier, you could bring so much excess without doing the multiple trips that it's, oh, thank you. We're going to see here in a second. I know I've got one sitting right here. Honestly, I'm carrying one, so if I really had to, I could give up the gun that I'm using. But I think we'll be clear to get what we need. I'll tell you what, we're going to bring Big Bertha out. Let her stretch her wings for a little bit. I've got some fuel cells on me, so that should be okay. And then this one should be fine. We're going to make a couple trips to some set places. All right. Scrape the paint. I did fix my water issue. Got rid of all those little ones. That's why you don't see the storage box complaining anymore. We made several runs into Sentinel City. I'm going to make a video about that because I actually owe Funcom an apology because I was talking crap on them all the time about how bad Sentinel City runs. And I think they fixed it. And I didn't know. So I've been talking mad at them. And they fixed it. So I'm the douchebag. I'll admit it. I was wrong. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to head to Arakeen. Because I want to check... Oh, nope. I don't want to crash. I want to check the market. I put some stuff up for sale. Everything but the cobalt paste I put up had sold. I don't know if it runs out today or not, but we'll see. But we're going to check the market, see if there's any plasteel plates up there. And if there is, we'll buy some. If not, then we're actually going to head back to Haga. We'll go down to the monastery. We'll pick up the duraluminum, the jasmium that we need to bring back while we have the assault thopter. And then we will take our happy little behind and our scout out and do a couple caves. If we can do some caves and some crashed ships, we should be able to collect what we need. Swing, come on. I used to think that some of these might be real people. I don't think the moving ones are. But sometimes you'll see one just like sitting here. I think that is a real person. Doesn't matter, but... Yeah. Oh, was it? Was it jiggy? Okay, so the NVIDIA fixed it. Well, you know what I mean. Um, yeah, I was running through there and I'm just like, pew, 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 and it wasn't stuttering, it wasn't getting crazy. And I'm like, wow, it's running great. And then I thought, oh, I gotta hope it wasn't me this whole time. But I know so many people complained about Sentinel City. So it definitely wasn't me. We have a patch tomorrow? I don't know. I know we've got the weekly reset with the Coriolis storm, but I don't know if there's a patch coming out. Hi. What are you doing? It's kind of creepy, dude. Never had one just standing there. That's a person. Smile. You're on TV. Okay. Anyway, focus, dude. Focus. Okay, we're here. My orders. Nope, nothing, and we only got a day. I'll leave it there. See what's going on. Do components, I think. So this is what I need right here. And there's no items found. Boo. Let's check the schematics real quick. See if there's anything that we care about. I'd never seen this. It's not like a big thing, but I was like, why do I not know what that is? There's always something new to learn. I'm good. Is it worth $1 million? So market value is assigned by whoever's putting it up there. Whatever they put it up there for, that's what they think it's worth. And if somebody buys it for that price, then that person thought it was worth that too. Are dampened sandcrawler treads worth $1 million? To me, no, not right now. Because I have a set on my crawler, and I think I've got 2 backup sets that I could make. So I could make a total of 4. So I don't really need that right now. If I didn't have any and didn't have access to getting more, maybe that $1 million price looks pretty good. I have 7.5 million, so I can afford it. The other thing about it is if you need that and you don't buy it now, you'd be like, well, I got 2 days and 6 hours. In 10 minutes, somebody could come along and be like, oh, I need those. Hey, I got $1 million, and buy it and it's gone. So you could miss out if you do need it. But right now I'm good. But I could see situations where that would be a buy. Don't need that. And unique schematics for tools. Not much going on in here. I got a bunch of tools I should bring in here just to clear up the space. Selling schematics is the reason why you should have a box in your base full of schematics. I remember seeing another content creator, don't know who it was, so I don't want to criticize too much. He was talking about a base that died. The person quit playing and it just ran out, and he ended up being able to claim it. And he was looking through all the boxes and all the stuff, and it was just, general things. And he opened up one box and there was like 20 schematics in, and he's like, why do you have these? Just learn them so they go into your menu. This is why you wouldn't want to learn everything. The potential to sell something, whether somebody needs it or if it's a valuable item. So that's why there. All right, no plasteel for us. taking up server space. Where'd she go? Okay, I guess creepy lady moved on. Wonder if she was one of those. Patch in 8-9 hours from now and 2-hour server downtime. I saw a thing where they said they were going to shut the servers down. I didn't know if that was the standard maintenance or not. Okay, so I'm going to shoot low, and we're going to come in that way. Let's see if we can find some information. Thank you for valuing my privacy. It's the public test client. Who the hell are you? Stop it. Oh, everything's just going wrong now. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. Yay. Did we? Coming up here because... Whoa, wrong button. There we go. I want to come into this entrance. So, there we go. I sure do. Okay. Let's go to news. November 8th, Dune Awakening. Latest patch is supposed to... I don't know. On the fly, I'm not seeing it. We'll check into it, though. That island is so awesome for this, dude. Oh, my gosh. So glad I was able to snag that little piece of property. Hey, a little more deep out there. There's no spice around. What are you doing, little man? There's some spice. Okay. Crazy. Right in the front door. Nah, we're stuck. We're stuck. We're stuck. Okay, so I've got a ton of jasmium crystals. In fact, this box should be full of it. Sure is. Box is full of it. It's just like me. I believe that's the sound of Mrs. Rabbit. Hold on one second, guys. Hey, you.
Hey, honey.
Don't let that pleasant voice... Don't let it fool you. She's actually very mean. She honestly wouldn't mind me saying that. Alright, so let's fill up Mr. Assault here with as much jasmine as he can hold. These boxes, believe it or not, are normally just for like when I make a trip in. There we go. A 1. Are you serious? Can't do that. But, like here, this should be titanium. That would be aluminum, strontium, plastinium. So this would be duraluminum storage. So I got about 500 here. There's a very good chance that there's some in the refinery. Told you. That's what this place is for, is making this stuff. So if I could take some of those resources back with me, because we overfilled on water, and leave these here, I would prefer to do that. So yeah, we got tons down here. Aluminum ingots we're really full on. Let's keep this machine running since we don't do that very often. She will get a little rusty, and not a lot of power down here at this base, but that's okay because we don't really need we don't need a whole lot. Like even with our biggest machine on right now, we're still a third, which is that area I like to operate on. But we're gonna go in here and we're gonna make some duraluminum. Nah, I'm not gonna craft that much, but we will push it to a high 4 something. 488, sure. That did some damage to the water supply. Wow, I didn't realize it was gonna do that much. 193 out of 44. Let's go upstairs on the roof here real quick and make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to up there. I don't think we ran out of filters. These should all be relatively full. Yeah. I guess it just took that much. Like we really punched the water tanks in the gut here. Yeah, it's going up. Let's make sure the rest of them are good. Oh, hello.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, it's hurting us. It's hurting us, everybody. Ah. Well, that was kind of poopy timing. Let's go in here. This base being just a duraluminum processing facility, these numbers are really low. It is just your basic footprint, so it's not like I can have too much stuff. But as you can see, I am supremely low on storage. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get this number up. Wouldn't be a bad idea at all. So we may come down here with some, now that we fixed the main base, we can go ahead and come down here with some pumps. Industrial pumps, make some more bigger tanks. Get that kind of solved. We'll fill that up since we got so much space. While this storm's going, I'm going to jump out for just a second. I'm going to hit the be right back button. Let me check with Mrs. Rabbit, make sure she's all good and her day went well. Only take a minute or two. I'm going to get this stinky dog out here because he's been farting this whole time. So give me 2 minutes. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. She's great. And we offloaded the dog on her, so she can deal with stinky parts. I did warn her. But anywho. Okay, so we load up full load of jasmium. I don't really care about the spice sitting outside. That's something worth talking about. Like, that would have been awesome until we started going out in the deep desert with the crawler, and now I'm like, Maul and Haga. No, I think not. I don't like who I'm becoming. Not enough to turn around and go get it. We're on a mission right now, but I think maybe I need to not forget where we came from, right? I did that the other day, and it actually hit the 150 after I shut it off, but it didn't alarm out. I was like, oh, why can't I do that on stream when everyone's watching? They'd be like, oh yeah, I just shut it off when it gets close. That way it hits the 150 exact. Mm. See if we can do it. It's an almost instantaneous shut off. You know, it's funny with these little ramp sections instead of the platforms for landing. There was a part of me that thought this was going to be a great idea because, you know, you flop in here because you used to have to like line it up perfectly and all that stuff, and you know, it would get a little crazy. And there was a part of me that was thinking, you know what, this will work out real good because the slopes, it'll center itself. These damn things slide everywhere I go. Even the slightest little incline, and down the hill it runs. But no, we can't center right here. Thanks. Thanks, physics. Alright, so we're going to unload. Whoop. Come on. You get to come over here. And boop, 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 boop. Always seem to miss one for some reason. Oh, we missed two. There we go. Now we're back up. You don't mess around, do you? Aluminum, and now we can make almost 1,000. And still have some stuff left over. Why not? I'll go to the buggy, drop you in, because I don't want to carry that crap. There we go. I think we solved our duraluminum problem. I think maybe we actually didn't have a duraluminum problem, but we thought we did in our head. So, Matt, you know what? Let me check something here real quick. Not what I wanted to do. That's why. We made a bunch of these tanks. I had talked about wanting to switch over to just a big row of the big containers, which we did. The other room over there looks incredibly similar to this, except it's also got a big generator sitting down here. And when I was making these, I was really only paying attention to the fact that I needed to go get industrial pumps. And I wasn't paying attention to the other materials because I had enough, so it was fine. That's why we're suddenly low in duraluminum, because we made a whole bunch of these guys. While we're here, we'll go down. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we got generators down here now. I had them over in the little wings, and we had water tanks all the way down here. I've deleted all of them and put put the water into the bigger tanks. Excuse me. And now we got generators down here. This is a great place for generators because I don't ever really interact with them. I click on the button over here and it refills them. And everything's good. We're down to 29 now. As long as we keep this box full, which we do a pretty decent job of. So it's good to have those guys just go over there and do their thing. They're going to be a little crazy by the time we do come running over there. They're going to be like, you're back. We've missed you. Yeah, so there's one big generator, and I still want to make one more, but we haven't gotten to that point yet. So there, that explains the duraluminum. Now I feel better. And since we used up those resources, we're going to make more, which is awesome. We'll take the scout. We are not prepared for this. Since we don't have a base out there, we're going to be relying on any fuel, any fuel cells that we bring out on our own. So we're going to drop that salvage metal. I pulled that over to make more welding wire. So we're going to drop you over. We're going to carry this. And I am going to come over here. And we're going to take the rest of these. Now, I used to go with just the medium cells. 3.3 volume, which is a little easier on this when you're carrying a bunch, versus the 5. I know it's not that much, but in my head it worked out. And we're kind of transitioning to running just large cells from here on out. It does kind of seem in this game that that's the way to go. That the second you can make something that's better, you should make the better thing and go with that. So we're slowly cycling these guys out. It's funny because like this is what you need for a crawler or for the carrier. But as far as buggies, sand bikes, assault and scout ornithopters, it'll take several pulls from one of these to take care of a vehicle, which is pretty good. So I'm going to bring as many of these as we can or care to. And that is going to, that'll be fine because that one's going to go away like almost immediately. I'm surprised it didn't go away. That was a great exit. Even with the scout did it more often than the assault. The assault always scrapes. The scout now, we can come flying out of there at full speed. Contemplating whether or not to do the testing station out there. Caves are faster with relatively the same rewards. Nah, this testing station's... It's one of those locked-in wave ones, and it really wasn't that exciting as far as rewards go. So I think we'll skip it. You can get plasteel plate. But you can also get them in the caves. I'm gonna need quite a few of them, though. We're gonna... So I need 2 of the Regis spit darts, and I have one. That's in the bad day box. Theoretically, I don't like pulling from the bad day box unless it's a bad day. But maybe that will just push us to not have bad days. Have to be a little more careful until we can get another one in the bad day box. We pop this open. So normally I go into the third block up there, but we're going into the left side zone because that is where one of the caves are that we want to go visit. Oh, I mentioned it in the description that I was going to talk about new player. I came out here literally to do this yesterday. And just as I got out here, a message came up where somebody was asking if anybody could help. He said us. But he was like, hey, can anybody help us in this testing station? And one person answered. Zach, he's a nice guy. And he was like, yeah, I'm like way far away from you. And I thought, you know what? I can get what I need in there too. So I was like, yeah, I'll help you out. But by the time I got there, they had vacated. So I need to go up here. We doing this? That better be a small. Whoa, easy. What's going on here? Okay, dude, I'm sorry. Shit. Yeah, I've run a few of them with Zach. I've done the testing station solo. It kind of sucks. It's a long time. I did not enjoy. I wanted to do it for the challenge, which I did, and then I was like, yay, I did it. I don't want to do it again. Not without peeps, because it's just monotonous. Can be somewhat dangerous. I don't think, medically speaking, I'm doing all the... I only got 12 rolls of toilet paper. So medically speaking, we're not in the best of shape. That's another reason why you want to... If you're going to be doing a bunch of stuff out here, the benefit of having a base is we can build a base with some boxes that we could store extra medical supplies, extra stuff. So the stuff I'm after can come from these guys. But I've got 3 problems with that right now. Number 1, this ship's been sitting here. So if there's flames on it, that means it's relatively new. It just crashed. But when the flames go out, that means she's been sitting for a while. So I don't know how much longer we've got until a worm comes and eats you. And I'd prefer not to get caught up in that mess. We do get plenty of worm sign and the aggro sign for it. So there. But that's... Silly boy. That's problem number 1. Problem number 2, can't guarantee that we're going to get what we want. There's going to be a bunch of other stuff in here. And we're going to take them because, you know, we're idiots. This is filling up limited inventory space. I don't think I can get this one. That door's going to be a little high. Might be able. Nope. So the way this one crashed on the sand... Oh, it does have some flames. Good. The way it crashed on the sand puts that box out of reach. So sad day. This one we can definitely get. If we don't get stuck on our own thopter. Come on, see? Oh, now you want to slide, huh? drifted off. Go away. Go away, door. Let's see. We didn't get anything that we really wanted. I don't need any of those or the rest of the stuff. So that was kind of a uneventful. We had a little bit of spice. I guess we can say we did it. Curiosity killed the cat. That happened to me the first time I went in one time as well. I was like, hey, maybe I can do this. And I went in. I did not have enough medical supplies with me. And gear was somewhat of an issue. But it's amazing when just having another person, honestly, even if another person goes in there and doesn't even kill anybody, just the fact that they can draw aggro so you can come up behind a guy and stab him, kill him. And, you know, you're not getting bombarded every time you pop your head out. Your shield's almost gone because there's so many people shooting at you. But it can be a fun little test to see if you can handle it. I did it once. I handled it. Question answered. Man, I'm just trying to go to a cave. Again, same situation. I don't like doing these when there's no flames. There's still some fire on this one too, so should be alright.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it, folks? We'll take you and you and you and you and you, and we're getting the heck out of Dodge, so.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Alright, since we don't have anything in it, let's go ahead, drop this. Not that button, not that one, this one. We'll take that, and if we tuck ourselves in here, we are sheltered. I'm going to put a mine there just in case something horrible happens. Man, this is like movie accurate right here. I'm proud of myself. Holy crap. Pickle, what do you think? What do you think? We did pretty good, didn't we? You're not even Pickle, you're Oliver. What's up, dude? That is one of the problems about doing stuff on the edge like this. Let's go ahead and put our shield up just in case. Well, no, we're not in PvE area. We should be fine. We're not in PvP area, sorry. This is one of the problems with being this close to the edge of the maps is you'll get no warning if a big storm comes through. Like it just did now. But luckily we were able to respond fast enough. I'm not going to go back to that crash ship. I don't think what I need is in them. I think if I go to the bigger crash ships, then I'll be able to find what I need. Everything's trying to kill you in this game. Hell yeah, it is. What's the most dangerous? Yourself. I know the biggest danger to me out here is myself. Making bad choices, doing dumb things, not paying attention. Whoa, that lightning probably will do some damage too. It will, actually. I've been hit by that before. It will down you. I don't want to stay here, you know? Ooh, sorry. Okay, little plant fibers. That was very fortuitous. All right. So this cave kind of threw me for a loop. It's not the standard normal cave. So, took me a while to get in there. Let's see how this turns out first. Let's see. That is not where I wanted to go. We wanted to go, I think, there. Oh, man, we way off course. Here I am going to testing stations like an idiot. Man, I flew 5,000 meters in the wrong direction. Almost died in a sandstorm. I think instead of just a base level rewards for testing stations, they would probably have a lot better results from them if your rewards were based on participants. I don't know if that gets picked up or not. That is the sound of the aforementioned pickle. Angry that he is not in here. But yeah, I would like to see that rewards based on participation. Although the problem with that is if you make it too drastic, people are not going to want to play with each other. They'll be like, why would I do this with you and get a third of the rewards when I could do it myself and get all of them? You want to come in? Come on, hurry up. Come here. Oh, show everybody. See what the fuss was about. Yep. Go hang out with your brother. We are overshooting. Feel like we're overshooting. I guess we're not. Okay, so this was actually kind of tricksy. Because there's all these little tiny caves over here, which can have some decent stuff in. But this was the big boy. That was the one that we were super excited about going to, and that's the one we're going to head to right now. I did not know there was a second one down here. I think that's actually the same one. That was over there. But this guy here, like normally the caves we were doing the last time we were out in the deep desert were all around this corner and you could see the little fire thing. But for this one, we have to come into this little crevasse right there by the titanium. And we come and visit our idiot friends here. I'm going to grab these just because there's nothing else to say. Literally, it's just because. But, anywho. Nice, there's like a big strontium thing there. We're not here for mining, though. So. And that, right there, is said cave. Not as easy to just run in, snag, and roll. this go around. Last time I was here, there was a bunch of bats. Holy shit. There was one of these douchebags. The guy that just shot you in the face. Okay. So we got him poisoned. Ah, stuck in the wall. See if he does his own thing. Ah, I missed. I didn't want to press him. Ah, there's who we're looking for. Hey, sweetie. And now they're going to throw grenades at me. Kind of wish I had a rocket right now. Can I get you? Nope. Yeah, so there's 3 of them there. We're gonna play the wussy card. I missed. Oh my god. Oh, there's 4 of them in there. Oh, look at those fancy people. We're gonna take you out. Did you just die? Dude, I need you to get out of the way. I want to kill the chain gunner, and then we'll do silly stuff. Bad guys in this game, NPCs like this, one-on-one, they're not a problem. I would suggest you melee them. You don't have to worry about them. The issue here is they've been able to bunch up. Nice. Nice dodge. They've been able to bunch up. So basically, I got to run in there and take on 4 people. That's a little rough. Let's start poisoning people. If I can get rid of a couple of these guys, preferably this douchebag. We can get some death markers, then we'll go in and handle business. There we go. Paid a heavy price for that one, but that's fine. I'd like to see one more die before we get brave. Just because it's real easy to get my shield down. They are somewhat injured, but not enough. So we're gonna... Were there 2? Or did they get up? Man, I'm glad I didn't just roll on out there. Would have been catastrophic. Thank you. Are you actually dead this time, though? Every time we take a shot, we pay a price. It definitely hurt me more than I hurt them. Okay, good. Alright, so now we got them down. Let's do this. Just get some water in us. So we've got them down 2. We've got the one guy with the mask, and then the other person is basically a melee fighter. What I want to do is separate these 2 out. I'm going to run past them. The melee person's going to follow me a lot faster than the regular gun person will. But I'm going to take some rounds going in there. But if I can get them separated by going past them and around the little corner, that'll be good. Then I can deal with melee fighter on my terms, and then we'll finish off little shooter boy here. I don't know if he's hurt enough to where I could go in and stab him once, like with a lunge, and then end him. But they're going to hug this door, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to run in here, get scared by the bats again. Just going to run past them, get around the corner. Hopefully melee person's following. I know, it hurts, doesn't it? There is no way. Come on. Uh-oh. He was able to cover. Or, come around a lot faster than I thought, but we took care of business. Don't want any of that, but we'll take it. No, you die now. And then one-on-one, we're just going to heavy stab until they fall down. Hey, we got some bandages. That's good, because you took some from us. Not the best way to fight, but, you know, we do what we have to. Looks like the other guy despawned already. Took us that long. Okay. Well, everybody's dead in here, so that's great. So let's come over to this box. And absolutely no... Oh, man. I don't think I can transfer into that. Let's go here. And we'll get rid of all of this, because we don't need any of that junk. That's what I'm talking about. We filled up on some silly stuff. I don't need a Mark V, so that's okay. That might work. Okay, so there's that. And then there's going to be a box around the corner here. It's a Constellation one, a small one. Still nothing we need. Paying the price for those, having so many boxes on me. Let's see. I actually don't need these. We're going to drop both of them. I'd rather get other stuff. I definitely don't need the meatballs. Hard to throw spice on the ground. Well, it gave me 3 slots. We'll just have to choose wisely. Between the two, this is a little better than Improved Holtzman's just because I already have a bunch. So there we have that. Okay, so 2 chests. This one and that one. There should be one more somewhere around in here. We just have to find it. Found it. That's what we came for. And we're too full. Looks like the manifests go away. Oh, we don't need light darts. There we go. And we can leave those laying. So we did get what we came for. Now I just got to do this like 30 more times. And then we'll be good to go. They patch the doors very quick. If you need microfiber, that's a way to get it. Come out here, hack that thing down, run away. They'll fix the door real quick. Alright, so now we got kind of an issue where the only way to solve this problem is to get rid of dumb stuff. I mean, we could probably refuel and get rid of that one. But I picked up things that I don't really need. Like, yeah, I need them, but I don't need them. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, if I drop 2 gun parts, who's going to care? I have a bunch of these, but they're always nice to have. I got a bunch of this stuff. It's just pack ratting is all I'm doing. 3 is not enough. I think I need 2 to do everything that I want to do. So we're going to end up having to... Sorry. We're going to have to store some things here. First off, if we do that, that used up the fuel cell. 69%. We might be able to get most of another one used. So that'll create a little bit of a blanket. And let's go ahead. That's heavy. I can get rid of that. I'm actually making a delivery for that. Yeah, see, my volume's not bad. It's the number of slots that's causing me issues. I mean, yeah, this was 20 and this is 10, but still. That'll work for now anyway. Alright, so that is the main super awesome cave. Come on. Man, we kept trying to land. But yeah, that's the super awesome cave right there. We're going to check out this one here. And see what's in there. I don't know if it's going to reward us the same or not. Always look for the little torch sticks. That indicates this is an area you might want to go to. There could be somebody in here. There might not be. There is not, but there are mines. So there's a lot of bombs. Of course. Alright. Yeah. We're going to have to go to the big cave. And we're not getting a whole lot in there. That 'tis a shame. I'm going to switch to a chatting thing because I got to talk to somebody in here. If he's still on. Yep, he is. Oh yeah, this is just some guild work here. Like I said, I changed guilds, so you know, if I can be helpful. Jiggy, have you done stations? Like scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you to doing the station? We are quite hurt. How did we get hurt? Were they shooting it? We got a wing that's a different color than the rest. We did not fly through a storm, and our tail section, or our storage boxes, I think it is, have some damage. Ah, we're hitting the wrong button. And then we crash landed. I think that when we were standing there being wussies, these guys, I think, were hitting... They were hitting the ship. Oh, I'm so glad I killed them now. Yeah, they were missing me, but they were hitting this, and then they were tearing these wings up. That's why the wings are different levels. My poor ship. Didn't do anything to those guys. Alright, since we had to stop, we might as well do it. Boop, 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 boop. Yep. All right, so like I said before, we don't have a deep desert base out here, which is fine. We make a short run. We're just trying to get some stray materials. I don't need a base out here for this. But if I wanted to get a bunch of these done, I really wanted to collect on this. You could see how quick you can run out of space. What did it was doing those crash ships. It's not really stuff I need. It's an interesting little base down there. Looks like there was another base, like more of it on top, I think. Alright, let's head to Haga, and we're going to make some better medical supplies. Stock up on all that, and then we're gonna go do that testing station. We have, yeah. Oh boy, that scared me. Hmm. Interesting. I don't know if I have a beacon. I think I might. I usually just leave the Thopter sitting outside, and we use it as a vehicle respawn. Not the best option, because if there's a storm that comes through, it's really going to tear a vehicle up. You can park them like right up against the rocks, and it does well. I mean, it protects it to an extent, but yeah, you're going to get some vehicle damage if you leave it out there. So a respawn beacon is definitely better than a vehicle respawn. I don't know if I have any respawn beacons made. It's not hard to make them. Al Jiggy, like I said, I'm going to get some supplies, and then I'm heading back to that D1 station. So if you care to join me, awesome. If not, I'll do it myself. My God. Alright. Since I'm not spending too much time on this, we're just going to drop everything into the dump box. We'll worry about that later. One fuel cell. I'll probably grab another small one. We're going to make a respawn beacon, unless I have one. I don't think I do. It's been a long time since I've used a respawn beacon, yeah. Alright. Am I even in the right space? Like I said, it's been a long time since I made one. Yes. A person brought up the fact that in one of the videos I did, they said that you can delete the old, like the survival fabricator, once you make the advanced. So here, under, where were you? Under this? Yeah. So it's under, that's crazy music. Under the navigation thing here, the thing, I can make a respawn beacon, right? No big deal. 20 salvage metal, kick ass. If I go over here, I don't have that option. So there are some things that you can't make between one and the other. So you can't just get rid of your older fabricators. Some of them you have to keep. Unless you're doing Landsrad stuff, the weapons ones you don't need to keep around. You don't need the smaller one, because you're, as you advance, you're going to be doing more dangerous things. You're going to need way more, um, more powerful weapons, more powerful armor. So, but yep, you do definitely need to have a couple things on hand. All right, so that's good. Um, I think we're gonna go something a little. Mark sixes. That's a lot of health. I mean, I'm not trying to get that hurt. You know what I mean? It's, but I guess it is what it is. I might have some other things laying around. Yeah, you can make it with just salvage metal. I don't have any plant. Thought I did have plant fibers. Did I transfer them all? I guess I did. Alright, well, that's done. So, disabled. They make quickly. Give them that. To pull you down. Pull that over. No, we'll switch it back. Alright, so we got ourselves a respawn biggie. We got some health. Turn you back off. Might as well make them here, right? It's 5 and 5. Gotta turn the power back on, though, because I turned it off. Oh my goodness, how many are we gonna do? I don't even remember how many I have. Let's do 20. That'll be a full stack. I could just grab the stuff and craft it myself, but all right, so we needed at least 16, so that's good. We'll have a little bit extra. I'm not going to do it right now, but once we get out there, we'll switch these Mark 6s to what I usually use this button here for like the welder, the construction, the backup vehicle thing. I try to leave my cutter ray on 8, and I try to leave the compactor on 7 because those are the ones I use most farming-wise. So these, this one is like my wild card. I use the 3 weapons. Number 4 is always healing, and number 5 is always water. So this is the one that I rotate out. What we'll probably do once we get out there, we'll switch out the other healing for the repair because we're not going to need it. I like using the toilet paper rolls. The reason is because if somebody like sets me on fire, then it's real nice to just pop one of those things, and now I'm not poisoned or I'm not on fire anymore, depending on what they did to me. Instead of using a super awesome, Mark II, Mark IV, Mark VI med kit. So yeah, I always leave them on. Of course, I have people setting me on fire without... Did I do that wrong? No. Yeah, we filled up. We're good. All right. I'm going to bring at least one more trashed fuel cell to get rid of. It's the last one I have. Cool. Put you over, put that there, and we should be good to go. we... So this way we can store our Thopter so she doesn't get damaged while we're doing the testing station. And with the respawn beacon, we don't have to use this as... we don't have to use the vehicle as a respawn. That's why we would keep it out. But we don't have to. There are better weapon options than what I'm using. I use just the standard Regis. I know that's funny to say, standard Regis, but yeah, I don't use specialty weapons. So what you're seeing is what you can accomplish with just the base level crafting once you unlock Regis gear. I forgot to engage the wings, so we're gonna smash into that wall. What do you think? All right. Back to the D1 testing station. You're good? Yes, you are, huh? You are golden. I know, buddy. Eli was sick. And he had an injury, which always worries me. He's an old dog. He was down for a couple days, not happy. Was definitely not feeling quite himself. And we were getting ready. I try not to overreact. We were getting ready to take him to the vet and see if he needed something. And then he woke up the next day and was like, you know what, I'm doing all right, which was awesome. He's my boy. We have some pain medication. I mean, you can give a dog some baby aspirin. Not much. Got to base it off their pounds. But you can give them baby aspirin for some swelling and some pain. And it does well. This brings up... I want to discuss this. I've talked to some people at work before about this. Whenever I have to give him any kind of medication, whether it's something the vet prescribed or if... oh, spice. If it's just like an over-the-counter, just like some baby aspirin or something like that. You don't want to give them too much. You can't do this for days and days, but for an immediate situation, you can. Now, that's a medium field, too. Hell yeah. And there's one directly in front of us. Spice is blowing. But when we give it to him, we'll either put it in like one of them little pocket pill things that they make for dogs, or we'll just wrap it in a piece of cheese. And it made me wonder, does he think cheese is some kind of a magical thing? Because whenever he's not feeling right, I give him a slice of cheese, and then he feels better. So in his world, in his mind, cheese is like the most awesome thing in the world. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, you put it on a burger and stuff, but in his mind, it's like one of the greatest creations ever. And I wonder sometimes if he's got like some mild pain, like maybe just like, you know, tweaked a muscle, he'd be like, man, I wish Dad would give me some cheese, but because I don't know he's got a mild pain, I don't give it to him. Or if he sees me eat cheese, if he's like, you all right? You got hurt? You got a pain? But if I could ever speak to animals, it's one of the first things I'd ask him. Is like, dude, what do you think of cheese? What's your thoughts? It's a PBE field too, baby. Here's another reason why, if you're serious, like going to spend a lot of time out in the deep desert, it's better to build a base. Right now, I decide I'm going to mine that field. I got to turn around. I got to fly back. Then I got to go back to Haga, drop the scout off, pick up my carrier, attach the sand crawler, make sure I got fuel, make sure I got supplies, load up, fly out, come back, and come back to this. In that amount of time, somebody else might find it, they might start doing it, and then I'm going to be sitting there like crap. But if I had a base here, I could just turn around and without doing all those weird transitions, I could switch out to being a douchebag who's going to a testing station to being a douchebag who's pulling spice out of a medium field. So it does also give you options, whereas a single trip out here is pretty much task specific. So do 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 boop 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 boop. So testing stations always have these real crazy structures. So if you're ever flying around in the deep desert and you see some kind of an entrance like this, that's a testing station. Whereas the hidden caves are literally just a hole in the rock with a cave. Thus the name. But yeah, these look the same, kind of, well, you know what I mean, pretty much the same as they do in Haga. So when you see one of these, that tells you you're at a testing station. I like how this video is titled, or this stream is titled, that I'm preparing to go out in the deep desert. And here we are in the deep desert doing testing stations. So we need to switch to the vehicle backup. We'll hit the magic button. Did I leave stuff in this? I totally did, didn't I? Is what it is, right? That's what you get for rushing. We weren't able to get that fuel cell all the way down. I don't really want to lose it. I think there's going to be that much stuff in here, so we'll go away. We'll deal with what we have to do. Let me check something real quick. Okay, so one of the things that I'm carrying right now is this irradiated slag that I'm giving to the guild because we need it for generators and for other stuff. So I just messaged somebody that's in the guild and be like, hey, if you want to come grab this, fucking mines, dude. I told them they can. I heard somebody fly up. Who was that? Did they fly up or did they fly away? There's someone about. I don't think proximity will still catch them. We'll try. Oh my gosh, I'm screaming. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can rally some friends. I'm gonna hit the button way too many times. Let's go ahead and detonate that so it goes on cooldown. These testing stations, they're there we go. They are a PvE section, so we don't have to worry about anybody being angry or causing problems. Somebody's got a respawn beacon here. All right. Oh, somebody's trying to... Oh, sure. I joined a party. Alright. That's a scary-ass entrance, my friend. Okay, so we're going to pop our beacon. Number 6. Boop. There's my beacon. Now we will go back to our inventory, and I'm going to drop on, like I said, this extra heal kits. But the 20s, the toilet paper is what I'm really going to use the most of. But anywho, all right, I'm ready. All right. As we boldly go where no man's gone before. A lot of people have gone here, actually. So for these guys, not the ones I like doing because you get stuck in here. And once you get in here, if you die and you decide that, hey, this ain't for me, there's really no way to get out. Except to just die and leave everything that you had and, collected. So that's the one thing I don't really like about these. Hey, you. See? Like that? Oh, I missed, though. Damn, he meleeed us both, dude. There we go. So see that? That's how you do it, because with one person being a focus... Oh, hi. Awesome. And we're barely hurt. I'm going to go ahead and we'll put a little toilet paper roll in there since I got the extra. Are these Atreides? I hope they are. Oh, hey. Got a little too close to that guy, and he was able to punch me. Alright. Uh-oh. We are out of stamina. But we've got plenty of shields, so... Got too close. Oh, he's dead. Nice kill. Maybe. Check and see if anybody's got some bandages on them. Could use the weapons parts, but I'm not too concerned about it. I'll take everything. Oh boy, we got flamethrower guys now. That was pretty sweet. That was nicely done, guys. I'm just gonna stand there. Alright, there should be somebody else. I see you, you sneaky little bugger. Hi. Oh. Hey, she had some titanium on her. A little mining girl. It's cool. Such a different experience with somebody else. Who we got? Oh, you're not dead yet? Okay, you're dead now, though. Oh, watch out, flamethrower guy. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Got stuck on a wall. And now we're on fire again. There we go. Now we're not on fire. Dude, you need to go away. Yeah, we're a little bit more hurt, so let's do the big pack. That's kind of bull. He was pre-firing the hell out of me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do it. How are you not dead? Oh my gosh, I was looking away. Yeah, you're dead now. Damn, Jiggy took them all out. Hell, I'm over there fighting with one guy. Oh. See if I can draw a flamethrower guy over. You can go ahead and set me on fire. I don't care. Oh, there's two of them. That's unfortunate. Thought I had rapier out. Sorry. Oh, let's see if I can draw some fire here. Ugh. Die. Got him. I'm gonna go in the bridge, get the guy up here. Pretty sure he doesn't care about me. Yeah. That guy punched me just as dude hit me with his little shock blast. Nice. We probably need this. And we'll start grabbing some items. I think that was 4th wave, so we only got 1 or 2 more. Hi. Come get me. Not that good at the blocking when I've got that crazy looking angle, so come on you. No, you don't run away and heal. Now you're dead. Alright. I'm on fire, I'm on fire. Oh, there are 3 of them. That's not good. Takes so long. Alright, that's good enough for now. Ran right into that one. Just trying to get rid of all the little douchebags before we can deal with the big ones. Somebody's shooting at me right now. Dude, you guys need to quit holding hands. Jiggy, we gotta break them up. Let's come over here. Kill this guy like I'm Ghost Rider or something. Up and down. That's what I'm talking about. We're substantially hurt, but we'll be okay. Oh, we're not done yet, unfortunately. I don't need light darts. Oh, boy, there's so many people talking. There we go. One down. You are supposed to be getting stunned there, little missy. You're not playing by the rules. I found that the best way to do these testing stations is to deal with the melee people, because they like to mess your groove up, and then you deal with the regular gun people, and then you worry about these dingleberries. There's somebody else talking. Kind of caught in between a rock and a hard place here. So I'm going to leave them go, and we're going to kill this guy. Careful, Jiggy. I got two flamethrower guys here behind me. We just switched dudes. That'll work. And one down. And there's the other. He was hurt. Yay! There we go. All sorts of super fun. I'm just gonna grab everything and we'll sort out what we want to keep and what we don't. So if I was doing this by myself, I'd still be running around trying to kite these guys and separate them out from like the second or third wave. And here we are, just two of us, and we're already done. It's honestly just a matter of multiple targets. That's the bad guys had more than one person to look at. There were times we were switching off. You know, like somebody would be attacking me, and then Jiggy would jump in there and murder them, and vice versa. So it's actually really it's really cool. I'm not gonna take any of this other stuff. I mean, Holtzman shields would be nice. I think there's a Landsrad task for that. Rock wings, I think those are. Yep. And 1 armor plate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, game. I cannot express my joy at the 1 armor plate that I've gotten. Top hits flamethrower. Let's see. I don't need Merc boots, so we can get rid of those. I'm actually going to get rid of the ores. They're just cute. And I don't need the light darts. So we'll take that and that. That at least is good. Always use plastanium. Dust. Ah. I got nothing in there either. Yep, I do got the forge pants, and I actually got the full set. I haven't made the gloves yet, but yep, got the full set. I think that's it, right? Yeah, we're done. Oh, man, my hand's falling asleep from all the super awesome craziness and excitement. Well, thanks for jumping in, Jiggy. Appreciate it, buddy. That was super awesome. Nobody died except all the bad guys, and we hate them. One good thing, though, is I know that, oh, man, who is it that we were killing in there? One of these Landsrad tasks, I got a bunch going. I have to see. Guess it's these guys, deserters. There was a bunch of deserters, but I don't need anything from that. I was kind of hoping they were Atreides. But, is what it is. Alright. It's in here. Guess we could use those. Don't need that. Might as well grab some off-world medical supplies. Yeah, it was traders. I was hoping it was actual house soldiers. I got to go kill a bunch of them in order to get it. It's terrible. So I did this, and I get that still suit, the Bati still suit. And then I also get the gloves. But if I don't get 3,500 points and I've only got 600 for killing House Atreides troops, then I don't get the full set. Because somewhere up here, here it is, there's the still suit mask, which I already have. So between now and reset, which is in hours, I've got to kill 3,000 points worth of these guys getting 23 per shot. I don't think it's going to happen. So hip hop band. The reason that I'm Jason here was because I didn't realize that I thought my account name was going to carry over. So otherwise I'd have been called Jackrabbit Max. But instead, we got that name. Oh, my backpack is full. I don't like this anymore, so it's going away. Fuel cell for a beacon. But, yeah, that's why I call myself Jace. That has absolutely nothing to do with anything I am. It was just, it said, what's your name? And I figured the account name was going to be fine. I thought that name was what the game would call me. Oh, I know who this guy is. This guy wants some taxes. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. I don't get that. Here you go, sir. Boop. There you go, paying taxes. Yay! Enjoy, man. Um, that will keep the guild base running. So, doing my part. Ah, dying from the sun. How are you not dying when you were sitting on top of your ship there? I guess you're wearing a still suit? I was dying. Alright, well, we did cross over the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to finish this stuff up and maybe go kill a bunch of house troops. I'm not sure. But, we will definitely see what we can do. But appreciate you joining in, watching. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, share. Those things always help the channel. We've actually seen a really good growth spurt, so that's awesome. Got a couple videos that I've got planned for this week. As long as the snow calms down and I don't get screwed over by that, we'll get those out. So look forward to those. And another week out in the deep desert doing all sorts of fun and wonderful and exciting things and trying not to get killed in the process. So thank you very much for watching. Jiggy, appreciate it. Wired, enjoy. And with that, as always, I will see you out there. Take care.